to somewhere local. Today, Marissa, Monica, and I are going to be hiking the beautiful Crystal Cove State Park. So we're in beautiful Crystal Cove today. It's 12 acres, and when we pull in here, we like to go to parking lot 1 and then start our adventure, which is a nice little path down to some cliff overlooks and then down to the beach. Check it out. Once you come down the first pathway off parking lot 1, you'll eventually make it to your first overlook that has amazing views of the Pacific Ocean. At that first overlook, if you go to the right, there is another beautiful overlook that we're headed to with the trail that heads right along the cliffs here. Once you make it through and out the other side of the giant metal snake, another amazing overlook of the coastal area. Newport's off to your right, Laguna Beach is off to your left. An absolutely gorgeous spot. What a beautiful overlook. We're heading back through the belly of the beast, and then we're gonna go down the first set of stairs we can down to the water and continue from there. We're gonna continue down the beach and hit the path up here. Normally, when it's low tide, you can walk all the way around and way down the coast for 3-4 miles. Today with high tide, we're not gonna be able to do that. So stick with us, find out what we do. So Monica and I are super thrilled. We get to hang out with the very seldomly seen Marissa today. Marissa, tell the people what you got going on. Nothing. Now, a little ways in on this trail on your left, if you look, you'll find Dookie Waterfall, which is a beautiful place. Now, Crystal Cove State Park is one of the top-rated state parks in California, so expect heavy traffic on all the paths, the beach, etc. We headed up a set of stairs on the left. You can continue on the beach below, but the views up here are much better than down there. If you continue on that trail that was on the left that we took, went across the tops of the cliffs, it heads back to parking lot 2, where we're going to start our adventure all over again and head south. The round trip from parking lot 1 down around and down the beach and back up to parking lot 2 is about 1.5 miles, but it really feels like you just started. Just a little ways down the path, close to parking lot 3, you'll see another path with beach access. We're headed down that and back on the beach. Now, outside of what you'll see in the water, in the tide pools, etc., for those birdophiles, there are quite a few different types of birds to see, from thrashers to hummingbirds to hawks. It's a really active area. Just like that, you're back down on the sand and ready to continue your journey. And like I said earlier, one of the more popular hikes you're going to go on. It's very crowded, but you can see why. Beautiful views on my right of the ocean, and then on my left, cliffs. Now with the path we took, we're about 2.5 miles into our hike, and you come upon one of the points of interest down here, which is a bunch of old cottages from the 1920s and 30s. These cottages are really cool. They've been featured in a variety of movies, and there's a documentary you can track down on YouTube covering this whole area. Now, right after the cottages, this area is popping. There's a restaurant on the top of the hills, an old Shake Shack, and then there's a bunch of cottages you can rent. So check that out by searching Airbnb. Yeah, an area that's really popping. There is a restaurant, but make sure you get there early. It's about a 2.5 hour wait right now. If you walk around and start heading up here, you'll walk through again some more cottages, some places I believe some people leave, a visitor center, and there's a bar off to my left, which is really cool looking. And again, this whole little cliff area, bunch of cottage rentals, which is really interesting considering the amazing view you have of the coast. And then just a little up the stairs, past the few cottages you can't rent, the check-ins behind me, and then you'll see a sign that says trail. And we're headed back to the car. Now, I bet you're wondering, did they plan it? Yes, they planned it. They are dressed alike. One thing I would like to point out, outside of the ups and downs of going from where you park down to the water, it's a very flat area with tons of different trails you can take all up and down the Crystal Cove area. A couple other things of interest here with it being a state park. There are plenty of picnic areas and restrooms to use, and it is dog friendly on the top portion of Crystal Cove, but not down on the beach. right, that's a wrap from Crystal Cove State Park here in California. 3.5 miles round trip from parking lot 1 down to the beach, around to the cottages and back up. But stick around because we're not done. We're gonna wrap this up with something tasty to eat. All right, we popped down to Laguna Beach and we're going to be eating at Active Culture. So both Marissa and Monica grabbed the wholesome bowl. I grabbed the
lentil goodness bowl
and a protein dream shake. This food is absolutely delicious, so come down here and check this place out. And that's gonna do it today, fam. From your friends here at Somewhere Local, we did a quick jaunt through Crystal Cove today, wrapped up with lunch in Laguna Beach at a delicious spot called Active Culture. As always, please hit the like and subscribe buttons and the notification button down below so that you get all of our amazing and tasty adventures. Marissa, any final thoughts from the adventure today?
No.
A woman of few words. To our moms, we love you. Naomi, we'll see you soon. The dogs, please stop pooping. That's it from us. Bye. We headed up, blah, blah, blah. One thing to point out for this area, outside of the ups and downs going from where you park to the water and back up, this is a relatively flat area. Shit. A couple of